In today's job market, landing a tech job can feel like an uphill battle. You put in hours, you study hard, and yet the offers don't come. Why is that? Well, here's the truth. It's not just about working hard, it's about having the perfect roadmap to follow. And only those who stick to that roadmap get selected. If you're thinking about becoming a cloud engineer, then this roadmap is exactly what you need. In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you step by step and show you how you can get there where you want to be in the simplest way possible. Let's talk about what we'll be covering in this video. First, we'll begin by exploring what cloud engineering is and why it's one of the most in-demand fields today. Next, we'll break down the key phases in your cloud engineer learning journey. I'll break down the exact cloud engineer roadmap step by step in simple terms possible and also guide you through the journey so that you know exactly what to focus on each month. Where do you start with and how do you progress? Next, we'll talk about which tools and services should you be comfortable with as a cloud engineer. We'll also discuss about what's outdated and how the cloud job market has changed today. Following that, we'll discuss what technical skills will you gain in 6 months by the end of this roadmap. And finally, the important part, which is discussing about the career opportunities that you can expect as a cloud engineer. Now, this roadmap isn't just about the theory, it's designed to make you sure that you gain practical hands-on experience. So guys, before we get started, here's a quick quiz question for you. The question is, which of these cloud models gives you the most control over the cloud infrastructure? Your options are IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS, software as a service, or hybrid cloud. Let me know your answers in the comment section below. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, let's talk about what exactly is cloud computing and why is it such a big deal. Cloud computing has become the backbone of nearly every modern service you use today. Now, whether it's mobile apps, e-commerce platform, AI tools, banking systems, or even healthcare solutions, they all rely on cloud infrastructure. So what exactly is cloud computing? It's the delivery of computing services like storage databases and processing power over the internet instead of using your own physical servers. In simpler terms, it's just like renting space on someone else's high-powered server, but you get to access it from anywhere, anytime. And why does it matter today? Well, every company, whether it's big or small, uses cloud computing for their operations. It's much more faster, more scalable, cost-effective, and easier to maintain compared to traditional IT infrastructure. As a result, cloud engineering has become one of the most sought-after careers in tech. So now that you have understood what is cloud engineering, let's talk about what's changed in cloud engineering by 2026. First one is multi-cloud and hybrid cloud. Companies used to stick to one cloud provider, but now they're using AWS, Azure, and GCP all together. As a cloud engineer, you need to know how to work across multiple clouds. Second one is automation and DevOps. It's not just about building infrastructures anymore. Now, automation is the key. Tools like Terraform and Docker make life easier, and if you're not automating, you are left behind. The third one is serverless computing. Forget about managing servers. With AWS Lambda and Azure functions, you can focus just on building apps. It's the future of cloud engineering. Next is cloud security. With cloud systems growing, security is a top priority. Knowing IAM, encryption, and how to secure cloud apps will be crucial. Next is cost management. Cloud costs can skyrocket if you're not careful. AWS Cost Explorer and Azure Cost Management will be your best friends in keeping things within budget. So what do you think? Multi-cloud is the future or not? Or do you think it will change cloud engineering completely? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, we'll be looking at your cloud engineer learning journey. From where do you start and how do you progress? We'll look at a complete roadmap needed for becoming a cloud engineer. We will guide you through each phase step by step. Let's talk about the first phase. First phase is cloud fundamentals, and this will be your month 1. Now, in the first phase, we will be focusing on understanding the basics of cloud computing. This includes differentiating between major cloud models like SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. SaaS stands for Software as a Service, PaaS stands for Platform as a Service, and IaaS stands for Infrastructure as a Service. Next, you need to understand the differences between public, private, and hybrid clouds. You also need to dive into the core services of cloud computing, such as compute, storage, and networking. This is the foundation that will help you as you progress to more complex concepts. So after you're done with understanding the basics, here's one project idea for you. You can create a simple architecture diagram using AWS or Azure services. This project will help you visualize the components of a cloud system. Let's move on to our phase 2, compute, storage, and networking, month 2. Now in this month, you need to understand how do VMs and containers work in the cloud. So what is VM? VM stands for virtual machine. In the second month, we will dive deeper into building blocks of cloud computing, where you will learn about virtual machines and containers. These are essential for running applications in the cloud. You'll also explore different types of cloud storage, including the file storage, block storage, and object storage, and also understand how networking works within cloud environments like VPCs, which is virtual private clouds, subnets, and firewalls. You can also start with a project idea in phase 2, where you can deploy a simple web server and set up a cloud network to understand how compute, storage, and networking interact with each other. Let's move on to a third phase, which is cloud automation and DevOps, month 3. Here, you will learn about what is CI/CD pipelines and why is it so important. DevOps, which is where your cloud skills begin to pay off. You need to understand that. Now in this phase, you will learn how to automate cloud deployments using tools like Terraform for infrastructure as a code. Then you need to understand how you can use Docker for containerization, how to set up CI/CD pipelines using GitHub Actions. These tools are essential in automating and streamlining cloud workflows. A project idea for this phase would be you can set up a CI/CD pipeline with Terraform and GitHub Actions to automate the deployment of an application. Let's move on to our fourth phase, which is databases and serverless, month 4. Now in the fourth phase, we will explore serverless computing, a game-changing technology in cloud engineering. Serverless computing will allow you to build applications without managing the underlying infrastructure. Here, you'd also dive into managed databases like RDS, which is Relational Database Service. Then you have DynamoDB, Firestore. You learn how to integrate them with your cloud apps. These technologies will help you build scalable, cost-effective applications. Now, project idea would be you can build a serverless API using AWS Lambda and API Gateway. This will give you practical experience with serverless architecture. Let's move on to phase 5, which is security monitoring and cost optimization. Now, in the 5th month, we will focus on cloud security, monitoring, and cost optimization. Cloud security is a top priority, so you will learn about identity access management, IAM, encryption, and key management, KMS. You'll also dive into tools like AWS CloudWatch and Azure Monitor to track cloud resources and set up cost alerts to avoid unexpected expenses. You can also start with a simple project idea where you can secure an existing cloud project by adding IAM roles, encryption, and setting up cost alerts to manage your cloud resources more efficiently. Let's enter to our 6th phase, which is certification preparation plus capstone project. Now, in the final phase, it's time to get serious about certification. You will need to prepare for certifications like AWS Cloud Practitioner, Azure Fundamentals, AZ900, or GCP Associate Cloud Engineer. You'll also complete a capstone project where you design and deploy a full 3-tier cloud application incorporating everything you have learned: front-end, API, and database layers. Now, I would highly recommend you to check out Simplilearn certification. If you're interested in building a career in cloud architecture, our Cloud Architect Master Program is the perfect place to start with. Here, you'll gain hands-on experience with AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, the top platforms in cloud computing. Now, this program not only teaches you essential cloud technologies, but also prepares you for the industry-recognized certifications. You will get access to official AWS content, a Microsoft exam voucher, and learn from real-world projects. This course is live and interactive, so you will get support you need every step of the way. Plus, with our 40+ in-demand skills and certifications at the end, you will be ready to take on cloud architect roles with confidence. So guys, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and enroll and can find the course link below. So now that we have talked about the phases, let's talk about what tools will you need to master by 2026. Now, as you progress through the roadmap, you will become proficient in most powerful cloud tools and services. First, you need to work with AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, GCP. You need to get familiar with Terraform and Docker. Then you have Azure Functions, AWS Lambda, Amazon S3, Microsoft Azure Blob Storage, IAM Identity Access Management, and then you have also Key Management Service, Google Cloud Storage. Now, these tools will become your daily go-to resources, enabling you to tackle real-world cloud engineering projects. So what skills will you gain in all these 6 months? Now, by the end of this roadmap, you will have mastered cloud fundamentals where you learn about IaaS, PaaS, SaaS. Next, you have learned about virtualization and networking, about VMs, containers, VPCs. You'll also have mastered CI/CD pipelines, automation tools like Terraform, Docker, GitHub Actions, serverless computing like Lambda, Azure Functions, and at last, cloud security and cost management. Now, these are the exact skills companies are looking for in cloud engineers, and by mastering them, it will prepare you for interviews and real-world projects. Now, it's time to move on and discuss about the career opportunities and salary progression in cloud engineering. So, let's start with a starting role, cloud engineer. Now, as a fresh graduate or someone transitioning into cloud engineering, the cloud engineer role is an excellent place to start with. In this position, you will be working on building and maintaining cloud infrastructure, where you will gain hands-on experience with cloud services and tools like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Now, the key responsibilities here include setting up cloud infrastructures, managing cloud services, and ensuring the infrastructure is running smoothly. You need to also make sure that you're able to troubleshoot problems, cloud issues, and optimize performance. Let's talk about the salary in India. So for entry-level position around 0 to 2 years, you can expect 4 to 6 lakh per annum. Then for mid-level, which is 3 to 5 years, you can expect 6 lakh to 12 lakh per annum. Then you have for senior level positions, which is around 5 plus years of experience, you can expect around 12 to 18 lakh per annum. Talking about salary in the US, now for entry-level positions, it starts from $60,000 and goes up to $80,000. For mid-level position, it starts from $90,000 and goes up to $110,000. For senior roles, it starts from $120,000 and it goes up to $150,000. Now, the next role we're talking about is the DevOps engineer. So once you have gained experience as a cloud engineer, a natural progression is moving into the DevOps engineer role. Now, DevOps engineer focuses on automating processes, continuous integration, and delivering CI/CD pipelines, and also improving the overall workflow between development and operation teams. You'll also be responsible for infrastructure automation, deployment pipelines, and monitoring the health of the applications running in the cloud. So let's talk about the salary in India. Well, for entry-level position, you can expect around 5 to 8 lakh per annum. For mid-level, you have for 3 to 5 years of experience, you can expect 8 lakhs to 15 lakhs per annum. And for senior level roles, you can expect 15 to 22 lakh per annum. And talking about salary in the US, you can expect $75,000 to $90,000 for entry-level positions. Then for mid-level, it goes from $100,000 to $130,000. And for senior role, it starts from $140,000 and it goes up to $170,000. Now, the third role is cloud security engineer. This is the mid-level role. Now, if you're interested in securing cloud environments, the cloud security engineer role is a great option for you. This is a critical field in cloud computing. As security is a top priority for businesses, cloud security engineers manage the security policies, identity management, encryption, and compliance of cloud infrastructure. So talking about the salary, so for entry level, you can expect around 6 to 8 lakh. Mid level, it goes up to 8 to 15 lakh per annum. And for senior level, it is starting from 15 lakh, 25 lakh per annum. And in the US, it starts from $80,000 to $100,000. For mid level, it starts from $110,000 to $140,000. And for senior roles, it starts from $150,000 and goes up to $180,000. Now, the next career opportunity is cloud architect. Now, this is a senior level role. After gaining experience in cloud engineering or DevOps, you might need to move into cloud architect role. And this is a leadership position where you design cloud infrastructure and strategies for organizations. You will be responsible for creating scalable and cost-efficient cloud systems that aligns with business goals. You'll be making decisions on multi-cloud strategies, selecting the right cloud providers, ensuring that cloud solutions are scalable, secure, and cost-effective, and then leading the migration of existing systems in the cloud. Talking about the salary, now for entry level, you can expect around 10 lakh to 15 lakh per annum. For mid level, it goes from 15 lakh to 25 lakh per annum. And for senior level position, it starts from 25 lakh per annum and it goes up to 40 lakh per annum. And talking about the salary in the US, then you can expect around $100,000 to $120,000 for entry level. And for mid level, it starts from $130,000 and it goes up to $160,000. And for senior roles, it starts from $180,000 and it goes up to $220,000. And that's a lot of money. Now, the next role we are talking about is the Site Reliability Engineer SRE, specialized role. The Site Reliability Engineer is highly specialized in the role of cloud engineering. SREs focus on ensuring the reliability, availability, and performance of cloud systems. They work to optimize cloud applications for reliability while automating incident response to minimize downtime. Now, for entry-level position, you can expect around 5 lakh to 8 lakh in India. For mid-level, it goes from 18 lakh to 15 lakh per annum. For senior level, it starts from 15 lakh and it goes up to 25 lakh per annum. And in the US, it starts from $85,000, goes up to $105,000. For mid-level roles, it starts from $110,000 and it goes up to $140,000. And for senior level roles, you can expect around $150,000 going up to $180,000. The demand for cloud engineers will continue to grow as more companies move to the cloud. By starting today, you will be ready to meet the growing demand and secure a rewarding career in one of the most stable and high-paying fields in tech. This roadmap isn't just about theory, it's about real-world experience with hands-on projects and practical classes. And by the end of the 6th month, you will be job ready and prepared for cloud engineering interviews. So guys, that's a wrap on our video. If you have any doubts or questions, you can ask them in the comment section below. Our team of experts will reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you and keep learning with Simplilearn.